I try to be nice, and this is what I get. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to another great match here. We got Brady going. We're starting in a little late on this one. I wasn't aware the names were switched on the stream, but YouTube wasn't reset. I just clicked start, assumed it was ready to go, and I talked to myself throughout the whole first game. It was great. I enjoyed it. I am crazy enough to talk to myself sometimes. But I hope you guys have been enjoying all the matches. I sure have. It's been an absolute pleasure to help organize and run the tournament. I can't thank Steph nearly enough for all the hard work she does. And Grant Zemp's been doing an amazing job on the stream, as always. Can't thank him enough as well. Try to get some food in him. Poor guy hasn't ate all day. He gave me the angry eyes when I told him I had this covered for a few minutes. He looked at me funny, like I was doing something wrong. But I hope he realizes I'm just looking out for him. Spelled Brady's last name with a missing L, but that's okay. We got it. We're live. We're locked. We're loaded. Brady Golan up 1-0 on Jonathan DLC. Brady making a super run through the one-loss side of this tournament, playing amazing pool. If you guys have been following along, it's been super fun to watch. I've really enjoyed it. And Jonathan DLC making a deep run. You guys probably just watched him play a little bit in the match against me, where I get all the good rolls possible. I played okay too, I felt. Played pretty good. But I did get the rolls. You got to get the rolls, right? So let's see what Jonathan has here. He had a small chance in the first game to do something, but didn't have anything too easy. Now he's got a chance for a good safety here underneath the 6, I believe. 6-8 should cover the 1, because the 1's going to bank near the 10 at that speed. He would love to go underneath the 7 with the 1, but I don't think you need to try to do that. I mean, you could and super thin it and try to go underneath the 3 or something with the cue ball, but I think I like the soft spin up the left side rail there. Crashes into the 6, but the 8 ball's still there. As mentioned, he's got cover from a couple balls there. Possibility. Is there a billiard, maybe, off the side of the 1 onto the 10 for an early win? Brady's going to look at it, that's for sure. Should be pretty obvious hit. Don't think they need a referee for this one. Brady wouldn't shoot it if it was not on either, so looks like it's close. Very close, but he's missed it, and here is Mr. De La Cruz to the table. Jonathan DLC, we call him. Had a great tournament. He's knocked out some monsters. Well, knocked some monsters the B side. He has an opportunity to knock out a monster here and get to the final, which, if you're just tuning in with us, will be after this match. The winner of this will play myself. It's Ben Francis on the mic. They're going to have to beat me twice. Once on the 9-foot, once here, to take the title away from me. I actually won this tournament last year too, so another deep run. I'm already happy with the performance. Just 9 more games. On the winner's side, playing 10 ball on the 9-foot would be ideal. Stay over there. Touch safety. He does get a rail. Cue ball touches the rail, and I believe the 3 actually touched the rail too. As you can see, Brady's going to call the side pocket here. 3 didn't tuck onto the horn enough to take away this kick from Brady. He's hitting the wrong side of it, but it'll go no matter what. But you can see the shake of the head and the wave of the hand, like, how did I hit it on that side of the ball? but that's okay. Now he just needs to avoid the 7, more or less. I don't think the 10 is really in play here, but the 7 could be. Oh, he plays it with the draw. Nicely done. Stun that with the 2 rail like he originally looked at, and the 7 was in play. I like that he played it with the draw shot. Takes away the 7. It's looking good for 2-0 here. I think I'm just going to sit in for a few games. Hopefully Grant's chowing down over there, which he is. Good to see. Good to see. If he goes back and listens to this, that's why I told him to have a seat over there and chow down, because otherwise his food would have been up in exactly 2 minutes, which it was. And then he would have been sitting in here eating nachos or something. Or not even making it through one game. So it's better to just take a little rest, just chill out. He'll catch the back end of this match. It's the same voice. You guys aren't missing anything at all with me leaving. But I'll go and have a little snack and, I mean, hit a few breaks over there. I felt like I mishit a couple of break shots. So I'll do that. Brady with the follow shot here. Let up a bit on that stroke, and I think that's only because of the side pocket being in play, you know. Maybe caught his eye at the last second. Let's see if he can stay still here and make this shot. Key shot early in the match. Oh, he catches thick, and nope. That is not going to find the bottom of the pocket. Brady says, that's good. Take the triangle and rack him up. 1-1 we got here. Nice match already. Brady looking pretty steady. I mean, one little hiccup there, but smoothing them in, playing real nice. See how Jonathan's break looks. He loves to hammer it. Speaking of guys who like to hammer the break, Ben DeWolf, my man with DCL Labor and Contracting, helping out with the added money. As always, can't thank him enough. And his wife, Maria, of course, helping me keep the place clean. And she does a fantastic job serving the customers as well. It's a big shout out to those guys. And of course, one of CSL's mainstays and one of my personal sponsors as well, Nick's Q Innovation. Super guy. I mean, just real salt of the earth. Nice, genuine human being. Nick is such a good person. But he's also a wizard with a Q lathe. So check him out. You don't have to be local to connect with Nick. You can ship your Q to him. Plenty of players do. We actually get quite a few players from BC, various places in British Columbia, who ship their equipment to Nick because they don't have a local guy. Nick will ship it, do the repairs and whatnot, ship it back, and all at a reasonable cost too. Jonathan with the hammer break, as predicted. He likes to hammer it. And he got a shot on the 1, and he made a nice one there. Screwed the cue ball back into the 2. One more good shot required, I feel, for this rack. Oh, he kind of slapped at it. If you guys were watching the previous match, he kind of did that right at the end. Right at the end, he slapped at the last 10 ball. Totally shocked me. I didn't see him missing it. Never would have predicted he would miss that ball, but everything's missable. Except maybe that last hanger that Brady gave him. So let's see if Brady's got a safety here or thin in the side, but it looks safety. Gotta avoid the double kiss of death. He got it right in the middle of the table too. It's always where they meet. He knows he had to just beat it, and then he was going to get a nice safety. It's another chance for Jonathan. Get his first lead. It's going to be on the rail here, but that's okay. It's all about the 5 to the 7 here, which is a nice time when you're on the ball 2 shots before to be sure what kind of shape you want. People say think 3 shots ahead or think 4 balls. And yes, just like Gwyn GWN says there on the YouTube chat, hit the thumbs up, share and subscribe, folks. Free stream coming at you always, Q Sports Live. We don't ask for anything other than that. So make sure you guys show us some love in the cheapest way possible. Okay, pretty smooth there from Jonathan. This is the key shot. He's shooting this pretty quick. He's going to power draw it, just like Brady's shot in the previous rack. Oh, he plays it with the follow and a touch of inside. It's a very good shot. Very, very good. Looking good here for 2-1 and his first lead. He was trailing 1-0 before Brady ran out and hung the 10. Oh, look out. Oh, he's well over on this. And I don't know if he's cutting this in anymore. And I kind of thought on the shot before that he could have used an extra roll to be a little straighter on the 9. But I didn't know if it would be a factor. He's been playing the cue ball control pretty nice, but he missed it there. He is going to try to cut this in. It's super, super thin. The nice thing is he's kind of close to the ball. Thin is not so hard when you're really, really close. It's hard to overcut it, but he did. He did overcut it. And he repays the favor to Brady. 2-1, Mr. Gollin. If anybody knows, the backstory of Brady, more or less, is he was a professional snooker player for a number of years. A couple of matches at the Crucible. He's right in the mix there. He was one of the best snooker players I've ever seen. Now, I haven't seen him play that much snooker, unfortunately. I kind of missed the boat, missed the heyday. But I've followed lots of pool and snooker in my years of playing, and Brady's always been one of my favorite players. He's a perfect gentleman in the game, too, so it's hard not to be a fan of his. Really hard not to be a fan. He's a nice guy, and he's always, perfect gentleman around the table, so. But also a wealth of knowledge. And the timing of his stroke is just something to behold. But he's also got a wicked 10-ball break, so watch this. Beat Ronnie one time. Yeah, that's right. Who can say that? Man, most people would just kill to say something like that. Just to play the man, right, Mr. DeWolf? Just to play him would be an absolute honor. Oh, he made that look way easier than it was, folks. That shot is super tough. And thank you, Elaine. Yeah, it will be double dip format, so Mr. Golan spearing them in here, looking at coming around. They got to beat me twice. Spanner Austin from cold Ireland. It's a wee bit cold here too. But not too bad for this time of year. We're getting spoiled. We had a nice November. I like how he played that shot. I like how he played that. It's confident. Spinning around off the 3 rails, you know. That's a nice way to play it. That way he has the corner, or he has the side, which the side was a bonus. The 4 was closer to the side, so it was nicer from there. Less cue ball movement and object ball movement is ideal. Looking good here. Maybe just draw it straight back, shoot the 8 in the same pocket. Yeah, they got to try beating me twice. That's right, David. They got to try. I'm not going to give it to them, that's for sure. They're going to have to earn it. Whoever it is, I don't plan on losing. Oh, well, that's a friendly little bump. He's on the wrong side of town here, but it shouldn't matter. Not with how he gets through the ball. And watch how he accelerates here to get the spin without hammering the ball. Little second guess because he's thinking about maybe playing it with a little low, but I don't think that's correct. I think I like it with the top, and no, now he's gone back to the low. Just a lot of indecision here. Okay, low, left, spinning around off 2 for the 10 in the upper right. And it looks like he's going to come up a little short, but that's fine. This is just fine. That angle right there is a whole lot better than being below it and on the side rail or something. So, experienced player like him does good to keep the cue ball off the rail always. Takes a 3-1 lead. Nice little out there. We had a great turnout for the junior league today. I was super proud of how many kids have been showing up, but today was a great one. Lots of kids. And a few of them are still here. My son and Albert's son and Grant and Steph's boys are still here hitting balls. So having a great time. You love to see it. Make sure you guys bring your kids out. Sundays, 11 to 1 o'clock. Only $5 per kid. Spanner Austin says, Brady won the UK and he just became the youngest and the oldest to win it. Yeah, what a brilliant man. Super brilliant man. Have to maybe watch a little bit of it. So I think I'm going to watch 1, possibly 2 more games, but I think just this game, and then I'm going to go hit a few breaks. A couple of break shots. Try to get a little dialed in on the break. And Ben DeWolf, yeah, some great young talent here in Calgary, and a couple of kids from the surrounding area. We got a kid that comes from Ponoka, and we got a couple of kids coming from Airdrie and Okotoks, kind of like Calgary surrounding area. And they're awesome. They're a lot of really good shooters, and it's an absolute pleasure to just gather them every week. I don't teach them too much, just try to give them direction more or less, and let them have fun. They love playing each other. The innocence of the game. And thank you, Ben, for helping out with that too, and for bringing your grandson. Always helps to have extra bodies in the room, right? I know you guys had lots going on today. It's okay. That's why it's nice. A drop-in thing. It's not really a league as much as it's just a gathering. Yeah, Brady asks, was a good hit, and it was. It was a good hit. And just in case, while watching on the delay, I think looked okay to me. Looked okay to me. What do you guys think? You probably got a better idea than me. I was actually looking at the table outside of the camera, and it looked like the one ball first all day. So, and Jonathan's a very honest man. I don't think he would cheat. Oh, and it don't matter. Brady Golan just jumps it in. Says, Sean, you can borrow your jump cue. Let me spear this bad boy in there. Take that. What a shot. Nick's jump cue, everybody. That's a Nick's Cue Innovation Calgary special right there. You think Brady's going to buy one of those? Pretty sure. Unbelievable jump shot. And Brady looking to steal this game for a 4-1 lead. Wow. Did you happen to see the jump shot? Did you catch it? No, not in time. Unbelievable.
Nope. Threw a few chips down my throat and came in here.
Here it is. Watch it on the delay. And there was a questionable hit, but I'm certain Jonathan hit the one first on the shot before. Brady borrows the next jump cue from Sean Yee and
spears it.
Spearski. So the questionable hit had no relevance, right? You love it when that happens.
Yep.
There's no controversy if they just get up and make the next shot. It means nothing. You had nachos. How were they?
Phenomenal.
Oh, they're good.
I
Hey?
wish I could have eaten more.
You could have.
No.
Too full?
Nope.
Just don't want to be too full.
No, I know that you want to get out of here.
You still got to eat. Guys got to eat, man.
Every now and again.
Yeah, Brady with the jump. Snooker player? What? There was a time when Brady wouldn't jump.
Nope.
He refused to. He just said, nah, you guys with your jump cues and your gloves.
I think Efren still has that mentality.
And your magic racks, and he would laugh at us. Oh, you got an extension? Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And now he's got the glove,
he's got
the
it
carbon
all.
shaft.
Yeah.
He's jumping balls in. And I think he's got to buy himself a Nick's jump cue.
I would think so after spearing it in like that.
And a couple times. He came and borrowed mine earlier and speared one in too.
Mm-hmm. Looking good. Commanding lead if he manages this out.
Yeah, 4-1. I'll say it right now, if I do get to play him in the final, it'll be an absolute pleasure. He's a pleasure to play for sure.
Always a gentleman of the game.
Not that Jonathan isn't, but
no, for sure.
Brady's been.
He's been around the block a few times.
I'm gonna say one of my idols, but he said yesterday, idol's just a word for old. Okay, I'm gonna go hit some breaks because I scratched twice there.
Get it done.
I don't want to do that against him.
Nope.
And 4-1 Brady.
4-1.
Unbelievable.
And a commanding lead at that in a quick race to 7 on the B side, looking to hunt to get back to Mr. Francis.
Oh, and Benny's sending us beef barley soup.
Nice. Beef barley soup coming our way.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
So if you're just joining us, it is the B final of the Fall Classic here at the Leather Pocket. Make sure you've liked the stream. That way we're up on the queue. And then copy and share out that stream link. Let's get it rocking. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. 5 o'clock local time, or 5 minutes to 5. Soup indeed. Send it. Beef barley. I love it. Steph will love that too. hammer of a break. Comes out of his shoes, but unrewarded. Leaving an open shot here for Mr. DLC to try to get something going for himself. Almost a must-win game here for Jonathan. Shaping up the 2 a little bit tough. We'll see if he actually takes this on or if he chips safe. There is a lot of traffic in the way if he decides to go safe here. Taking the bank shot. One part of the equation was perfect. That was the actual bank. No shape on the 2. Needed another ball and a half rotation. Now looking to have to kick the 2 to the bottom left. Hopefully the kick can stick to take the 3 into that left-hand side pocket. Does he have enough for the kick and stick? Had enough. Does he get the consolation prize, though? I think he does. I believe Brady gets the outside edge of the 2 ball, so going to be a fairly easy safety back. Just chip that left side 3 rails around, leave the cue ball kind of in the cluster of the 3-9-5. Using the 6 instead. Excuse me. And we'll see Jonathan with that magical short stick. Problem is even if he makes this jump shot, no guaranteed position here on the 3. Chances are he's going to hit the 3. Hopped right over top of the 3. Might have to use the short stick again. In this case, I think I might be a bigger fan of the kick shot. Although that side pocket being where it is doesn't make this kick shot any easier. Gonna have to put some left-hand spin on this cue ball, I think. Nine ball. So he's going to the bottom side of the side pocket. Now not left-hand spin, looking to put some right to close that angle down a little bit. Does make the hit. Unfortunately, the 3 is full on. This will bring Brady to the table. Wide open on the 3. Nothing to do here. Make the 3, just touch off that side rail. He'll be sitting pretty for the 4 ball. Really nicely controlled. In on the 4, 5 goes past the 9. Into the bottom right-hand corner. Ideally just over top of the 8 ball, or sorry, the 10 ball. Don't want to be shooting hampered by the 10, so being short or long on that shot. Either which way is okay. Nice little pocket weight floater to the left-hand side of the rail here. Could go around a couple of rails. 2, maybe even catch the 3rd. 6 into the bottom left-hand corner. Depends on his preference on how he wants to shoot this. Either which way, I think the back cut on the 5 to the bottom right. That's the shot. Does he want to check it, or does he want to chase it? The check it is to perfection. Nice angle here on the 6. I kind of like putting this ball in with a little bit of force. Coming around 2 rails for the 7. Try to take the 9 out of the equation as much as possible. Bridge hand is a little hampered by where the 9 ball is, but not terrible. The 8 ball is the tricky ball on the table. So you can see there he was lining up to leave himself a lot of angle on that 7 ball so he can scooch over and go over and back for position underneath on that 8 ball, bringing it down to the bottom right-hand corner. This is going to take a really good stroke here. Has to punch into this 7, perhaps a little bit of right-hand spin just to help it along. 2 rails and sit to that side, I believe. I don't think you want to come down to the bottom side, not to this side of the 8 ball. Yeah, a little bit of chase on that cue ball. Didn't quite get there. Now he's going to leave it for Jonathan to try to figure out. And on the wrong side of this 7 ball, again, makes shaping this 8 ball really, really difficult. If he is coming to this bottom side down at the bottom end of the table, he's got to be dead straight on that 8 ball. And I don't really see another way. I mean, do you bank the 7 here, past the 8, down to the bottom right-hand corner? I don't know if that makes sense. Add in the complication of being hampered a little by the 9 ball. Makes this a really difficult shot. So do you play safety instead? Separating using the 10 ball. I think that would be the most beneficial. Back on top, needs this to be straight. Not happening. Entirely too much angle there. No chance of cutting that down to the, or up to the top right, I should say. Trying to use the 10 ball. Overstroked. It will leave the bank on the 8 for Brady should he choose to be aggressive. I would think at 4-1. Yeah, bank is on and called. Could play safety if he really wanted to, but with a 4-1 deficit, just look at closing escrow on this game, adding to your lead. And hits to perfection. Fish in a barrel for this young man, Mr. Brady Golan. Extending the lead now 5-1. Quick race to 7 on the 7-foot tables. The winner of this, of course, having to go back onto the 9-foots to face off against Ben Francis in the finals. And I know Ben's already mentioned he's looking at ending it. No matter who comes across, whether it's Brady or Jonathan, he's looking to just take it down, set number 1. And going back and forth, this is what I really like about these style of events. having the A side on the 9-foot, B side on the 7-foot, is having to transition between the two tables, right? So Brady, of course, started on the A side, as did everybody on the 9-foot. Had to come on over to the one-loss side, has now been playing on the 7-foot. So we'll see how quick he can adjust going back if he is victorious here. Ben, of course, not having to play on the 7-foot yet. And again, tries to come out of his shoes. Didn't hear a ball go down this time. Fairly good look at a table here. And I like what he's doing here. I think he's just drawing up past that side pocket to shoot the 2 into the top right. Ooh, plays a little horn shape. Nothing wrong with that. That makes potting the 2 and getting shape on the 3 just a touch easier. Pretty late into the evening there, Spanner. It is definitely a different break. 10-ball break difference between the 7-foot and 9-foot tables, most certainly. I tried to take the same break that I was using on the 9-foot. Tried to come over and utilize that same break on the 7-foot, and it's completely different. Pretty difficult shot here. Two ball finds its way in. Does Brady swing for the fences with that 4-ball, 8-ball being in line with this bank shot? Does he swing for this bank, or does he simply play safe? Looks like safe. Send the cue ball downtown, or uptown, I should say. Spin underneath the 10. Looking good. I do like the 2-rail escape here, or the 2-rail hit off the left side, rail and rail come underneath, tag the 3-ball. May have been mentioned. Who took Brady down to the B side? That was Rick Glenn. Yeah, nice shot. Is the cue ball look out? Wow. Fairly sure Brady is hooked by the horn of the side pocket. Is he going to have to swerve this in? I think. Am I wrong? That looks like he's shooting that into the horn. But still not an easy table. 5 ball not in the best of positions. So 3 ball no issue, 4 no issue, 5 is definitely an issue. So we'll see if Jonathan, on this 4 ball, if he positions himself just to take the bank on the 5 ball. It's set nicely for the bank, provided, of course, you get the right angle of attack. The bank to the left side pocket. Could optionally just play safety. Take that 4 ball in just right about where the 9 ball is, perhaps just to the right of the 9 ball. Hit and stick on the 5 ball, send the 5 ball 3 rails around, using the 8 ball as the shield. Yeah, and I don't, as much as he's called that pocket, I don't think he is really trying to execute this. This is more about sticking the cue ball. Nice shot. There is a path and a window between the 6-9. I get to somewhat stare down the barrel of it. May have to go intentionally with a lot of right-hand spin. I think if he just straight hits this, it's going off the 2 rails off the bottom side of 5 and cue ball scratch. I think he's got to play a lot of right-hand spin. Just like that. Almost gets full reward. However, full open 7 ball here. Sorry, full open 5 ball, 7 in trouble. 7 is looking buried. Jonathan, I believe, looking at the carom, cue ball off the 7, pocketing the 8 into that right-hand side pocket. Touchy little shot. And if he does execute it, does the cue ball obviously is going to be coming down table. Does the 7 get stuck behind or on top of the 10? Got good on that shot. Split the window between that 9-10 coming off the second rail. Get good on the 6. So with that angle, does he just play into this 8-7 right now? Or does he stick to his plan and, yeah, play into it? Great shot. Nice shot. Gets full reward. What more can you ask for? Nice little soft in. Sitting good to claw 1 back on his side of the scoreboard. Ooh, a little under hit. Doesn't look terrible on the screen, but I can tell you he is not happy with himself there. This is a fairly difficult cut shot. Just wanted another ball or 2 rotation. He'd have been more than happy. Gonna have to put some left hand. Nicely done. Nicely executed. To save that game, put 1 back on his side of the scoreboard. 5-2 now, Brady Golan over Jonathan Dela Cruz. It is your B final, and if you're just tuning in, make sure you've liked the feed and copy and shared out the stream link. While you're at it, if you're on YouTube anyway, you may as well subscribe and make sure notifications are turned on. That way when we go live, you get notified. You can join in on the stream again. We'll see what kind of snap Jonathan puts into his break here. From my experience playing on these tables, from what I learned over this weekend, putting a lot of power into these breaks just doesn't seem to work. Just about a mid power stroke seems to have better results than going in full power. Really like the choice there. There was really no future in making the one ball. Two's in Never Never Land. I think these guys are going to bat around this one ball here for a few shots. Try to get it into position where they can develop the two ball. This may give Jonathan every reason or capability that he's been waiting for. Ball in hand on the one, that will develop the two ball. Or does he develop the two ball? Do you take this chance to potentially utilize the 3 foul rule? Although 3 fouling with this level of competition on the 7-foot table is extremely difficult to do. Well, there's some good news and bad news. The bad news, of course, is that the two ball has leaked out, giving Brady, I believe, full shot on the 2 to the side pocket. 3 is sitting there as well like a duck. The issue being the 4 ball. Not in an ideal position. Even for the same style of shot Jonathan played in the prior rack to send the 4 ball 3 rails around, I think the 9 ball is in the way because the 10 ball sitting proud of the 4 makes it a little difficult. So does Brady try to develop this right here? 3 ball into that left side pocket, draw left. Hopefully avoid the 9. 2 or 3 rails around. Or the triple combo. 3-10-4. I think my shot, the original one of putting the 3 to the side, draw with left. I think the 9 is in the way, but if there is a guy that could pull it off. Or do you even want to disturb that 10-4? Straight play safety. Set the 3 into a position where it gives you a breakout ability on that 10-4. Well, we'll see what he does. Just feathers the 3. Was fairly sure he was trying to make the 3. And then potentially going to play safety on the 4 ball, but just caught that 3 a little thin. Attempted safe there from Jonathan. Three ball not quite sticking like he wanted it to. Very nice shot there from Brady. Does get the 4 ball off the rail. Not 100% ideal, but at least it is off the rail. Don't think it's bankable. So you may see him just clip the top edge of the 4, send it into the 10. Very nice attempt. But still second place prize here. Not really a whole lot that Jonathan's left with. I probably end up playing the same shot. Just clip the outside edge, the 10 holds the 4, try to send a cue ball 2 rails around underneath the 9. How aggressive does Brady feel like being? The cut on the 4 certainly is there down to the bottom left-hand corner. Is there a future in it? That is a nice shot right there. That will do. Fully clips by the 10 ball. And I think Jonathan's going to have to 1 rail kick this off the right side rail. Just about a diamond down, somewhere in that neck of the woods. A little bit of right-hand spin to help it along its way. Great shot. Unfortunately caught the second rail first and kind of back cut the 4. That'll send the 5 ball down table. If he hit that 4 first, I think the cue ball perhaps would have stuck in around a little bit better for the 5 ball. I think this is going to be a 2-way for sure. Yeah, that was a half attempt at the bank, but full attempt at making sure the weight of the cue ball was right. Calling the 9 ball in. Some airtime over the 10. 5 ball bank combo. If he can pull this off, what a shot that would be. You're asking for a lot, but a heck of a shot if he can pull it off. Gets the hit. Does he get the reward, or does 5 dress up over the side pocket? 5 is dressed. Brady looking to pad the lead, get himself on the hill. It is a race to 7 on the B side, or the 1 loss side. Really nice. Nothing to do here. Maybe a touch of draw, but doesn't even have to do that. Pop the 6 in. You're dead perfect on the 7. Licking his chops to get to the hill. The display of patience paying off for Mr. Golan. Now looking to close escrow on this match, get himself back onto the big table. Although he does have a heck of an opponent waiting for either one of these two guys, whether it's Jonathan or Brady. Ben Francis sitting over there licking his chops, looking to close out this tournament as the winner in 1 set. So it is true double elimination should either Brady or Jonathan head on over to meet Ben. They will have to try to beat him twice, once on the 9 foots. And if either Brady or Jonathan do accomplish that, then of course they'll be back here on the 7 foot for the final set. Nice little pop on the cue ball. Does he get a shot on the 1? Might be able to see the hit just on the outside edge. I would think this would be a push. Where do you push to? Probably over by the 3 somewhere, I would imagine. Right to the rail. Brady given the temptation. A full hit on the 1, I believe. Jonathan's down into this pretty quick, but does the 3 pass the 9 ball? Just on the outside, catches the horn on its way through. And I'll tell you what, if that 3 passes the 9, that could be the curtain call. Brady's got full hit, 1 to the right side pocket. Just needs to draw, get himself shape on the 3. Look out, 5 ball. That came awfully close. Four passes the 6, but does the 3 pass the 9 is the question. He's queuing into it like it does. All day long. 4 to the bottom right. 5 ball shooter's choice, side pocket or bottom left. I would think the bottom left. Perhaps I thinketh wrong. 5 ball side pocket, some left spin on the cue ball. 6 ball past the 9. looking to close escrow, get across the finish line, get himself back on over to the other side to face Mr. Francis in the final. Came up a little bit hot off that bottom rail. No problem for Mr. Golan. Nothing to it but to do it, as they say. Mr. Golan coming up victorious 7-2 over Jonathan Dela Cruz. Great tournament for Jonathan. A third place finish, nothing to hang your head about, especially with an opponent like Mr. Brady Golan. That being said, it is the finals coming up next. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. It is the finals up next.